I'm Eric Stark, and I'm going Inside Huddle with Keith Schwaggart, our Lancaster Online blogger. And Keith, your spotlight game this week is Hempfield at Penn Manor. Why did you pick that game, and what do you like about this matchup?
Well, it's an interesting scheduling quirk this week. The Hempfield-Penn Manor game is the only game on the slate featuring two LL League teams with winning records.
Wow.
So,
what does that say about the league?
Well, it's 3 weeks in, so if you're not 3-0 or 2-1, you're 1-2. I mean, that's
okay.
Kind of the way it is, or 0-3. But all that aside, I still think it's a pretty interesting matchup here. It features Hempfield's offense, which is pretty wide open. They're running a spread, no huddle kind of thing, against Penn Manor's defense, which is one of the better ones in the league. Comets are allowing just 151 yards per game, and they've given up 24 points in 3 weeks, which is the lowest in the league. Hempfield's offense, meanwhile, they're averaging 319 yards a game. The problem that they've had is their starting quarterback, Michael Edwards, went down right before halftime in week two against Mannheim Central, did not play last week. They put in Sam Kramer, who started a couple games for them as a freshman last year when all their starters got suspended. And he did really well against Central York last week. They won 28-21. He had 171 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. So it's kind of interesting. They sort of tailored it to his strengths, which is more running the ball. I don't know what Edwards' status is for this week, so it'll be interesting for Penn Manor trying to prepare. Do they get ready for the spread, no huddle stuff, or are they going to get ready for a team that's going to try to pound the ball a little bit more?
You know, you mentioned the other matchup that you could have gone to was Donegal Garden Spot, and I said, well, this is a good matchup. Hempfield's only loss, 2-1, is to Mannheim Central. We all know how good Central is this year. This is a really good matchup, I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, Penn Manor had a tough game last week against Dallastown. They won at 13-10. Defensive struggle. Dallastown has a pretty good defense as well. They came into that game undefeated, and they held Lancaster Catholic to 6 points in the first week and shut out the second team that they played. So they were tough defensively too. Penn Manor had just enough on offense to get it done. They got a touchdown from Charlie Bell, another one from Levanta Jones. Those are their 2 running backs. Bell is kind of the guy that makes the whole team go. He's their second leading rusher behind Jones. He's their leading receiver. He even lines up in the Wildcat a little bit. He's thrown a couple passes out of that and got direct snaps, that kind of thing. And then on defense, he's a linebacker, and he is just a stud on defense. He's all over the field, makes a ton of plays for them. He's really the guy they have to get going if they're going to be successful week in and week out. But yeah, Penn Manor's, they're a good team, so is Hempfield, so it should be a good matchup.
You've painted a great picture here. Who's going to win this game and why?
I like Penn Manor. I kind of go old school. I think the better defensive teams generally win, and Penn Manor has enough on offense that they can get the job done. It's not as flashy as their defense is, or the stats don't jump out at you as much as their defense's stats do. But I do like them in this matchup. I like Hempfield a lot. I think they're a good team. I just think, this week they might be a little bit overmatched against Penn Manor. I think it'll be close, but I give them a nod to the Comets.
If you can't be at Millersville for the game, check out his blog Friday night.